Devontae Wallace in the backcourt. Jordan Rettino, Kipper Nichols and Bennett Cook playing inside. The ball is up, it's battered around, and Sheffield Sharks will get the first possession of the game. Here's Glasgow. Ball screen comes from Cook. Glasgow waves it away. Nichols. Looking inside to Rettino. Extra pass to Glasgow for three. It is short. Rebound is gobbled up by Zach Simmons.
Yeah, nice well-worked offense from Sharks to open up the game. Didn't get anything from it, but a lot of patience there. Got a good shot, just unable to knock it down.
Here's Mike Miller. Rogers at the elbow, hands off with Thomas Edwards. He drives inside, fakes the three. Rogers will pull up from the baseline and knocks it down. Hand in the face, but the triple is good.
I think Josh Rogers owns the first quarter, doesn't he? He always comes out absolutely gunning it straight away. Puts a bit of pressure on the Sharks, and there's a turnover.
Almost stolen away. It is stolen away. Good defense from Miller. Here he is guarded by Wallace. He hustles on the loose ball as it almost turned it over there. Evans down low to Simmons. Drives up, but a foul has been called on Devontae Wallace, and that will send Zach Simmons to the line.
Yeah, nice pick and roll there. Just slipped the screen, went to the basket. Wallace come across to help. Simmons looking to get over the top of Wallace. Got fouled, and that's his first trip to the line. First foul for the Sheffield Sharks.
And Gareth, a different lineup for the Flyers tonight that we've seen throughout the season. I mean, Simmons and Miller both came into the lineup on Wednesday against the London Lions. Coach K just shifting things up, considering they were in that losing run.
Yeah, exactly. And, and it keeps players on their toes a little bit. If you're sort of you're not on that starting five. Obviously, it's kind of a bit of a thing if you want to get in the starting five, if you like. So it just kind of shakes things up a little bit. Different look for opposition as well, different starting lineup. Maybe he feels that with Cook that it might be a better matchup. The way it's lined up at the moment with Zach, bit extra height.
Well, it's an only 5-0 run for the Flyers. Nichols backing down. Wallace is wide open for three. He can't finish the triple. The rebound gobbled up by Simmons, his second of the game. Simmons almost turns it over. It is turned over, and Nichols now the other way in transition. It's an offensive foul. Great position from Marcus Evans.
Yeah, Kipper Nichols not happy with that one there. But just managed to get position. We'll just see the replay there. Tough call, I think. Maybe. Well, that's why I'm not a referee, so...
yeah, you certainly don't envy that job.
That was a tough one there, I think.
Well, the only substitution as Antwain Johnson comes into the game for the first time tonight. Here's Miller. He's guarded by Wallace. Shot clock's at 10. Ball screen comes from Simmons. Skips to Rogers. Fakes the three but drives inside. Good defense from Cook, but Josh Rogers somehow gets that two to go.
Yeah, you don't see Josh really all that often. He tends to like to get that three ball off, but they're just showing that aggression going to the basket, and a tough shot over Cook as well. Good defense from Cook, but Josh Rogers managed to shoot over the big fella and knock it down.
Well, it's 5 early points for Josh Rogers. Cook inside off the glass and in, and Sheffield Sharks are off the mark.
And that's a nice response from Cook. Post-up move, lots of variations on those post-up moves, and a good strong finish.
Mike Miller, top to Simmons. There's Marcus Evans now, guarded by Wallace. Driving inside, puts it up, puts it in. Strong move off the glass for Evans.
And that is a player who loves to attack the glass. We've seen it so many times. And in fact, I'd say he's sort of going to the basket more. Earlier on in the season, he was looking to pull up a bit more, but he's really attacking the basket.
Glasgow responds with a triple, and Sheffield Sharks are back to within 4. Here's Mike Miller, kicks out to Simmons. Out wide to Thomas Edwards, and it's turned over by Simmons. Rettino to the basket, short on the layup, grabs the second chance opportunity, again is short, and Flyers got away with one there. It is going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, Latino would go into the basket, and it reminds me a little bit of the last game here at the Wise campus. There was a lot of chippies for both teams around the basket, and you know, you'd put high money or high odds on Rotino making those layups, but you know, ultimately I think it cost them in the game previously with the Flyers.
Well, the team of Lions turns to the bench and brings in Marcus Delpesh, and Coach Kapoulas looks at the other end of the bench and brings in Malcolm Delpesh. So this is what the fans have been waiting for.
And that suggests, you know, the tweak to the starting five really. You know, Bennett Cook and Zach Simmons, you know, height-wise match up a bit better, and of course the Delpesh brothers, you know, looking to go at it.
Ball into Delpesh, off the glass. Offensive foul is called on Malcolm Delpesh. He'll pick up his quick first personal foul. It's a good stance from Glasgow.
Yeah, Glasgow, brave charge there. Good take.
Here's Glasgow. Top to Rotino, now Wallace. Here comes the screen from Marcus Delpesh. It's almost turned over by Sheffield, and it is, and Johnson did well to chase it down, but just dribbled it on the sideline.
Yeah, sloppy pass from Devontae Wallace, and checking out the game.
Mike Miller takes a seat for Bristol. Trajan Jacob into the game for the first time tonight. And you see him shake hands with Antwain Johnson, two former Flyers teammates.
Yeah, love to see that. You know, on the court, you know, they're going to go at it each other, but big respect between the two players and former teammates. And Johnson playing really well for the Sheffield Sharks at the moment, averaging 17.5 a game.
Well, Jacob bounces it off the knee of Delpesh, and another turnover for Bristol. Here is Johnson. It's guarded by Jacob. Swings to Rotino. Delpesh looking for it down low. Glasgow now. Here is Marcus Delpesh in the low post. Kicks out to Johnson, who drives inside all the way to the basket. And Antwain Johnson
Wow.
throws it down.
Did not see that coming. What a play.
Well, that could do wonders for their momentum here, Sheffield, as Delpesh finds it at the top of the key. Hands off with Jacob, who pulls up with the triple. No good up for three, and it's rebounded by Rotino. Rotino swings to Wallace. Ball screen comes from Rotino. Wallace, quick fire three, no good. Rebounded by Jacob. Stolen away, and here is Johnson. Kicks out to Rotino. Baseline three is good, knocks it down. And quick back-to-back threes for him. Evans drives inside and ends up turning it over. It goes out of bounds, and ball will go back to Sheffield here. Well, the referee's just talked it through, and it will in fact be a Flyers ball here after this possession. Evans is going to inbound from the side. Four minutes to go in the first. Sheffield on top by one. Here's Evans, mid-range two, no good on the two, and it's rebounded by Johnson. Rotino swings to Glasgow. Down low to Marcus Delpesh. He's backing down his twin brother Malcolm, puts it up. Will be a travel on Marcus Delpesh. He just picked up his pivot foot there, you can see it on the replay. And the ball will go back to Bristol. Here's Evans, guarded by Glasgow. Out wide to Miller, who's back into the game. Shane Walker also in for Flyers. Malcolm Delpesh floats it up. Back iron no good, but there's Miller on the offensive rebound. Puts it up and in.
Nice play from Mike Miller there, with the offensive blast.
See how Sheffield respond to this one here. Vizzolo. It's not loose by Evans, and it's going to be a turnover. Great defense from Bristol. It's all hyped up after that one. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first. Flyers have retaken a 1-point lead. Swings to Miller. Walker calling for it down low. Delpesh pulls up with a mid-range two, is way off the mark. Jacob trying to save it, but it will go out of bounds.
Yeah, just looking for a high-low play there between Walker and Delpesh. Delpesh opting for the jump shot. Didn't manage to hit anything, so Sheffield baseline ball. Flyers putting a bit of pressure on.
Here is Johnson. Guarded by Evans. Johnson to the basket, kicks it out to Vizzolo on the wing. He drives inside. Foul is called, and that will send him to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, really quick step there, just off the dribble. Get into the basket. And no option there but to foul. So Sharks go to the line for a pair.
We'll send Vizzolo to the line to shoot two. He's averaging 3 points per game this season. It's a small sample size, but he is only 28% from the foul line. Second one is good though.
And we're all tied up here. 2 minutes 40 left in the first quarter.
Here's Evans, guarded closely by Johnson. Swings to Malcolm Delpesh. Top to Walker, lobbed inside, and it's well cut out by Sheffield. As Flyers were looking for the alley-oop play. Here's Marcus Delpesh. Johnson looking for Cook, but good defense by Walker. Takes a screen from Cook instead, and Johnson pulls up for three. And that one is way off the mark. And Johnson was looking for a foul in there as well, but nothing given by the officials.
Yeah, I thought he got a nudge on the elbow there. Referee didn't think so. So we have Flyers end-line ball. And Sheffield looking to put a bit of pressure on. Bit of full court man-to-man.
Both teams have mixed up their defense early in this game. Seen both Flyers and Sharks play a bit of full court pressure. Of course, the number 2 and number 3 defensive teams in the league going at it here tonight. Walker's open from three. He can't convert on the triple. It's rebounded by Vizzolo. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Cook swings to Vizzolo. Here's Marcus Delpesh. Backing down Malcolm Delpesh. Turns, it's not loose by Miller. Ends up with Marcus Delpesh, and he floats it in as the shot clock expires.
Yeah, he worked hard for that one, took his time. Marcus managed to get that one off. Little shot over the top there.
Sheffield have extended their lead to 2. Here's Jacob. Finds Malcolm Delpesh. Miller now. Miller drives inside, puts it up, puts it in. Strong finish from Mike Miller.
Yeah, Bristol guards really attacking the basket. Seen Evans do a lot this season, but Mike Miller also likes to go to the basket there, finishing nicely there.
Here's Marcus Delpesh. Again in the block, backing down Malcolm Delpesh. Hook shot is good. Marcus Delpesh with a pair of back-to-back scores on the last 2 possessions.
Yeah, Marcus Delpesh looks focused on this one. I'm sure his brother's been telling him all about the 2 games they've won so far, so he'll be out there trying to battle hard against his brother, try and get his team over the line.
Jacob's mid-range 2 is long, and with 20 seconds to go, the shot clock is turned off. 2-point lead for Sheffield. Johnson's going to wind this one down. Ball screen comes from Cook. Johnson guarded by Evans, driving inside. A foul is called on Walker. Is it going to be called on the floor? They had fouls to give, the Flyers.
Yeah, Johnson attacking the body of Walker, picking up that contact and the foul.
He will send Johnson to the line as he was beginning his gather step.
And it will give, well, potentially it will give Flyers a bit of time to get a reasonable shot off to end the first quarter.
Johnson good on the first. Sheffield's leading scorer this season, 17.5 points per game.
Also leading the league in three-point shooting as well, 52% at the moment.
Final 3 seconds, Evans has to get it up, puts it up with no good on the two, and that will do it for the end of a back and forth first quarter. But it is Sheffield Sharks who lead this one, 17 points to 13.
Yeah, Flyers came out, the stronger, with a stronger start, but Sheffield stuck with it, clawed the way back. Just want to go through their game plan and just re-emphasise some of the points, maybe make a few tweaks on offence if Sheffield have made a few adjustments themselves.
Well, we are underway for the start of the second quarter. There's Rotino looking for Johnson inside. He ends up with him. Johnson fakes it. It's fouled by Simmons. And again, that is a great fake and composure from him. And he knows the trip to the line is coming up now.
Yeah, great fake, like you said. Really sold that well for Zach Simmons to fly over the top. Good move from Johnson.
Well, he had a short spell with the Bristol Flyers. He played just 2 games during his month-long contract. Of course, one of them he had to miss out as well because of health and safety protocols. And he also played in a friendly game towards the Christmas period before he was registered as a player. So not a huge sample size early on, but a team of Lions liking what he saw and was quick to pick him up after his Flyers contract expired.
Yeah, was it in Georgia? Was he playing in Georgia, I think, before he came to the Flyers, and he put up some really good numbers there. So, clearly a good scorer of the ball and carrying it on, as I said. I think he's up there. He must be sort of top 10 for scoring in the BBL this season.
Well, Jacob was looking for it down low. He's got fouled on the way to the basket. It's going to be a cool foul on Glasgow Junior there. Who's Flyers to inbound from the side. Thomas Edwards to inbound, finds Samuels, who's entered the game for the first time. Delpesh swings to Jacob, open for 3 on the wing. Too much on that one. Johnson grabs the board. Rotino swings to Nichols. Down low to Cook. It's a big lineup out there for Sheffield. Cook backing down Simmons all the way to the basket. Strong move, bit too much on that one. Samuels tries to reach in, but a foul.
Yeah, good move there from Cook, able to finish. Corey Samuels saw an opportunity, saw the ball down low. You're going to get guys to try and steal that ball away, but got a bit too much of the arm. And that'll send Bennett Cook to the line for a couple.
And Bennett Cook quickly becoming been a fan favourite with Sheffield. He's been a key part of their squad in recent seasons as well. And it's been 6 points with 4 rebounds a game this season for Sheffield, but a mainstay in their roster and a key part of that core.
Yeah, that's right. Certainly been there for 2 seasons, maybe if not more than that. But obviously Coach Lyons likes the way he's a good team player. Got fundamentally some really good post-up moves. Tall body.
Well, good job from Rotino to chase it down, but stepped on the sideline before he threw it back to Johnson. So it will stay here with Bristol. It's their biggest lead of the game now for Sheffield. Samuels takes the screen from Malcolm Delpes. Samuels to the basket. It's blocked out of bounds by Cook.
Yeah, quick to recognise that from Samuels. Able to swat that one away, and Sheffield Sharks defence in the minute causing the Flyers all sorts of problems. You know, just 13 points for the game so far.
Well, Evans comes back in, as does Josh Rogers. Coach K tries to mix things up.
Yeah, Flyers going to need to make something happen.
They got stolen away by Kipper Nichols. Another turnover for Bristol. Here's Johnson. Top to Rotino. Nichols, Cook's looking for it down low. Ends up with him, kicks out to Glasgow. Back inside to Cook. He's backing down Simmons now. Puts it up off the glass, too much on that one. And Josh Rogers with the rebound.
Yeah, nice D from Zach that time round, just kept nice and tall.
Rogers is wide open for three. Ball goes in and out. They're unlucky not to get something out of that possession, the Flyers.
Yeah, it was a good look. One open shot from Josh. Just unable to knock it down, probably when they really need to get that scoreboard going.
Flyers did well to get a hand on it there. Johnson to the basket, blocked by Simmons, but a foul.
Yeah, it looked like the block was clean, but I think it was the afters, possibly.
We'll see it here on the replay.
Yeah, oh yeah, maybe with the hip going up.
And he got caught on the body.
And I think it's Coach Kapula's timeout.
Yeah, it has been a timeout. I think you saw Delpesh looking to come into the game, but a timeout's been called on the floor. 13 points to 20, and plenty for Coach Kapulas to think about here, because just 13 points in the first 12 or 13 minutes of this game is not a good look for the Flyers.
No, it's not, and that'll certainly be, I'm sure what we'll be talking about now is how to get some points on the board here. You know, it's sort of, well, dried up massively individually and running through the sets as well. They're just unable to buy a bucket at the minute, and that's got to be credit to the Sheffield Sharks defence.
Yeah, they certainly have mixed it up. I mean, we saw Josh Rogers with that open look on the last offense as well, and normally that's a go-to for him is the shots from the wing. But I'm sure Coach Atiba Lyons will be happy with his side's performance so far, holding the Flyers to just 13 points. But they're getting some great looks on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, moving the ball around nicely. They seem in control of the game, and you know they've learned from the last couple of meetings with Flyers taken away. I mean, we've sort of time and time again talked about a lot of the Flyers' offensive rebounds, so the rebounding assignments, they're doing a good job of that. Flyers are unable to get any putbacks or anything like that, looking after the ball really well, so no opportunities to break and score, and playing some good help defense on the guys that we know like driving to the basket.
Johnson at the line. The first one is good for him, and he gets his tally up to 7 points so far tonight. Second is good as well. Here's Delpesh, hands off with Thomas Edwards. Full screen comes from Delpesh. Evans now on the wing. Evans pulls up for three, knocks down the triple, and that is some much needed points for the Bristol Flyers.
Yeah, it needed a big shot like that. You know, it wasn't in rhythm, but it took the responsibility, Evans, and that was a big shot for his team, knocking that one down. Try and get a bit of momentum now for the Flyers.
They only trail by 6 here. Delpesh looking inside, and it's stolen by Jacob. The Flyers looking to turn defense into offense. Jacob lays it up and lays it in.
I wasn't sure he was going to pass that off to Evans. He was like looking at Evans to throw it up there, and I thought he did throw it up there, but ended up dropping in the net. So
almost looked like he was going to block it at one point.
I like to see
good
that
defense from Evans, but
yeah.
Jacob with better offense. Here is Johnson now. It's a 5-0 run for the Flyers out of this timeout. Nichols swings to Glasgow for three. Shot clock expires, but an offensive rebound for Delpesh, and Sharks will get a new 14. Nichols is backing down Jacob, looking for Rotino curling off the screen, all the way to the basket. Strong move for Jordan Rotino.
Yeah, he called it, Joel. That was a nice sort of, coming off that screen, curling around, gave him the momentum to pick the ball up and attack the basket. And no mistake in that finish from Rotino on the layup this time.
Here is Evans. Evans driving to the basket all the way and just lost control of it, going up for the layup. Johnson gathers in the rebound. Here comes Sharks the other way. Nichols drives inside. The foul is called on the floor, and that'll be Flyers' 4th team foul.
Yeah, strong drive baseline there from Nichols. Raf Thomas Edwards just clattering him a little bit on the drive, on the dish out to the corner.
And he will head to the bench, Raf Thomas Edwards. It's his first personal foul though. Mike Miller returns to the game for the Flyers. Here's Vazolo, top to Nichols. Knocked loose by Jacob, and it will stay with Sheffield.
Yeah, nice read from Traydon Jacob, just getting his hand in, expecting that pass to go that way. Just unfortunate that he didn't get any other contact on the way out.
Well, we are approaching the midway point of this second period. Sharks on top by 5. Three-pointer is no good for Retino. Rebounded by Rogers. Here's Miller now. Rogers on the wing. Drives past Nichols and it's stripped loose, and it will go baseline to the Flyers.
Yeah, Josh had not much option there but to drive. It sort of opened up from the lane. Inline ball for the Flyers. 5 minutes 26 in this first half.
Ball into Evans. Delpesh slipping to the basket. Evans up against Delpesh, lays it up. Can't convert on the finger roll. Rebounded by Delpesh though. Here's Retino. Sharks out in transition. Retino's layup is no good, and it's rebounded by Jacob.
Here we
Flyers
go.
have a 2-on-1. It's lobbed up to Jacob, who blows the alley-oop dunk. Flyers will be kicking themselves over that possession. A 2-on-1 opportunity, unable to convert.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. You know, you'd bank on that to make that most times, but you know, especially when you're down, you know, you'd rather take the 2 points. But they were going for the big play.
Good defense again by Jacob, who comes up with the steal. Ball into Delpesh. Throws it down!
There it is.
Malcolm Delpesh with a one-handed slam.
Yeah, good running from the floor from the big man. Rewarded. Threw it down hard. And that gets the Flyers back into a 4-point deficit. Chipping away at this Sharks lead.
Nichols no good on the 2, and it's rebounded by Evans. And you feel momentum starting to shift in Bristol's favour as Evans count it and the foul. And he will go to the line for a 3-point play.
Yeah, and a lot of this offense is coming off transition as well. You know, Sharks been a bit loose with the ball or not getting back in defense, and Flyers really picking up their transition game, pushing the ball. And here we see the alley. Oh no, this was the Delpesh one.
Nothing was stopping Delpesh from finishing that one. Freight train incoming.
Yeah, I'll say you wouldn't want to take a charge under that, I think, with the size of Malcolm Delpesh and his athleticism there. But that's got them back within a 2-point deficit there for the Sharks, and a couple of big plays from the Flyers.
No good on the 3-point play by Evans. So the lead remains at 2. Under 4 minutes to go now before half-time. Nichols. Inside to Cook. Cook fakes the pass, drives inside. Double team comes from Flyers. Great fake from Cook, and he will go to the line for a 3-point play.
Yeah, those fundamentals there, that up and under. Sold the shot fake, able to duck in. Good move, and picked up the contact as well.
Well, Delpesh heads to the bench. Cook at the line, chance to convert on a 3-point play here. He's got 5 points so far tonight.
We've not seen much of Wallace tonight. He was the main man for the Sharks the last time they visited Bristol, but he's just sort of stood up behind the bench. I did think he took a bit of a knock to the hip when he was on court, so I don't know if there's anything. He might have picked up a slight injury perhaps.
Well, you see him just holding his hip, I think, behind the bench, just almost warming it up or such. We'll keep an eye on that one. Here's Miller. Now Simmons. Miller, pick and roll with Simmons. Great pass from Miller and Zach Simmons. Strong finish around the basket.
Yeah, it was a good finish, but Johnson on the defense, making Zach Simmons, the bigger man, adjust his shot a little bit. But that was a good finish, kept his composure, and that was a good finish at the basket.
Here is Cook now looking to respond. Vazolo back inside to Cook. He's backing down Simmons here. Fakes it, puts it up, it's stripped away.
Good hands from Evans.
Thomas Edwards comes away with the steal.
Yeah, Cook just sort of putting the ball on the ground a bit too much there, too long.
Corner three from Miller is off. Sharks can run here. Johnson driving inside. Extra pass to Vazolo. The floater is no good. Rogers with the board. Both teams going end to end here. Thomas Edwards skips out to Miller. Again in the corner. This time back out to Rogers. Good ball movement from the Flyers. And Evans will just hold it here. Ball screen comes from Simmons. Evans kicks out to Thomas Edwards. Pulls up for three. Ball goes in and out and a foul is called. I think it's going to be called on Antwain Johnson here for holding.
Yeah, looks like Josh Rogers flying in for the rebound and maybe just got held back. And you know, majority of times you're not going to sort of get that one called, but that was right in front of the referee there. Had a good look at it. Thought that was an illegal box out and given the foul against Johnson.
Well, timeout's been called here on the floor with Flyers trailing the Sharks by 3. Let's look at that dunk from Johnson in the first quarter. That will definitely be a candidate for top 10 plays of the week. And there's another top 10 play of the week candidate for you as Delpesh throws it down the other end. And this game is, although it's been a low-scoring game, it's been a very entertaining game. Lots of defense on show and a couple of huge highlight plays as well.
Yeah, it's you know, almost makes those offensive plays even more kind of special because you know both teams are really solid defensively. But yeah, some big time plays there from both teams. So yeah, good game. Some good highlights, but kind of going the way we thought it might go in terms of scoring and being more of a defensive game. There's a nice, talk about dunks, but nice fundamental there from Bennett Cook. Said that up and under, getting the contact as well. Got to try and keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah, neither team has hit 80 points in any of the first 2 games that these two teams have played against each other. We're almost on for that again here tonight, looking at how long's left in the first half here tonight. And Flyers are led by Evans, who has 7 points. Josh Rogers not far behind on 5. And the Sheffield Sharks are led by 6 points from Bennett Cook, 8 points from Antwain Johnson off the bench, and 5 points from Jordan Rattino.
And Flyers out early on that timeout.
Evans from the baseline, get us back underway, finds Miller. Ball screen comes from Simmons. Miller going to the basket, lays it up and in. The lefty finish is good for Mike Miller.
Yeah, and they're getting some good reward for pick and roll plays off Zach Simmons there, either him rolling or the guard coming off his screen strong and going to the basket even.
Cook spins, puts it up, puts it in. Bennett Cook with the floater in response. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Here is Evans, finds Miller. Back top to Marcus Evans. Looking for a screen from Simmons. Evans dances around Johnson, pulls up for a mid-range 2 and knocks it down.
Wasn't the prettiest of pick and rolls there, but the result just the same. Evans getting that 3, just 1 point behind the Sharks.
Here's Johnson. Swings to Rattino, now Cook inside. Fakes the pass, drives down low. Rattino's open on the wing. No good on the triple. And the rebound falls to Josh Rogers.
Yeah, interesting that the Flyers opted to double team Cook then. They've seen his post-up game and that left a wide open Rattino and unable to knock it down that time. But, that could be dangerous for the Flyers if Rattino gets going behind the arc.
Into the final minute of the first half now. Thomas Edwards puts it up, draws the foul on the triple. He'll go to the line to shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, there's a nice pump fake as well. Shot fake up, contact, smart play from Raf. and he'll go to the line for 3 and potentially take the lead for the Flyers.
I was going to say, chance for Flyers to retake the lead here potentially as they go into half-time. Also a couple of other games about to enter half-time going on around the BBL Championship tonight. The newly crowned league champions Leicester Riders are in action at home against Manchester. That one's on Sky Sports right now, and a 2-point game. Leicester on top 37-35. A big game in the playoff race for Newcastle. They are tied at 37 points apiece with just over 2 minutes to go until half-time in that one.
Yeah, some big games coming thick and fast, but congratulations to the Riders wrapping up the BBL title. We called it for, well, it wasn't particularly difficult to call it, but you know, you're looking at the stats, the best offense, best defense in the league, and there's only going to be one league champion with stats like that. So congratulations to everyone up in Leicester.
Yeah, definitely the most consistent team in the BBL this season. As Thomas Edwards gets called for the foul on Johnson, and that will send him to the line to shoot 2 because Flyers are in the penalty. Delpesh getting set to return to the game. Simmons is going to take a seat, and a timeout's been called by Atiba Lions with 34 seconds to go in the first half. A few words there between Evans and Johnson. Sure, very friendly words, but it's the friendly trash talk, I think it is. You know, both players known for being very vocal out there on the court.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be trying to, you know, slightly, not intimidate, but just, you know, remind them of certain plays and calls and whatever. But yeah, not yet seen Mike Tuck on court yet. I don't know if unusual not to see the captain out there for a few minutes. Yeah,
a bit of a shorter rotation from Sheffield tonight. Like you say, Wallace has been stood behind the Sheffield Sharks bench. He sort of been holding that hip, as you can see now as well. And like you say, Mike Tuck not into the game as of yet. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that one as the game rolls on here tonight. Just 8 players played, just 8-man rotation so far for Sheffield. And now with 34 seconds to go until half-time, with a game as tight as this one, these are the moments, Gareth, where, you know, come the end of the game, they'll look back on these moments where this is where the game could be won and lost.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And if Flyers are going to make progress, it's, you know, these key moments now, and looking after the ball, running down the shot clock, getting the last. If they have the opportunity to get the last shot of the game, well, they won't, because, well, depending on how the free throw and the offensive rebound go, but, you know, they might get 2 goes at it. But we'll just see the game management for either team to try and get that last shot.
Well, Johnson finds himself at the line. He's got 8 points so far tonight to go along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. As the first one is good for him. Chance for him now to give Sheffield Sharks the lead once again. Well, he comes up no good on the second, and we are tied at 30 with 30 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Coach Kapulis just saying, slow it down. Let's use some of this clock. And Sheffield will obviously get another offense.
Shot clock's at 10. Evans goes to the basket, floats it up, can't finish inside, and the shot clock is turned off now. Final 15 seconds. Johnson guarded by Evans. Ball screen comes from Cook. He's now being guarded by Delpesh, and Johnson, mid-range 2 is long. It's rebounded by Jacob as he flings it up, but it's way off the mark with a Hail Mary. And that will do it for the end of the second quarter. 30 points apiece is the score, and Gareth, as predicted, a very low-scoring game here at the Wise campus between 2 of the best defensive teams in the league.
Yeah, no surprises so far. Yeah, so 30 points apiece, bang on.
So we will keep you up to date with those scores as they roll through. And we are back underway for the start of the third quarter here at the Wise campus. Rogers hands off with Evans. Ball screen comes from Simmons. Evans to the basket, off the glass, no good. Rebound secured by Rotino. top to Nichols. Here's Wallace back into the game. Didn't play too many minutes in the first half. Cook, shot clock's at 2 seconds here, and they have to shoot, and I don't think Bennett Cook realised how long was on the clock, and it'll be a turnover for Sheffield.
Yeah, that'll be a good start for the Bristol Flyers. Actually, good offence as well to start the game off. Evans unable to finish at the basket, but yeah, good to get a 24-second clock violation on your first defensive play of the second half.
Thomas Edwards hands off with Evans. Here is Miller at the elbow, spins inside, fakes, puts it up, the turnaround jumper is off. Cook tips it to Glasgow Junior for the rebound. Here is Glasgow, fakes the 2, swings to Wallace. Wallace for 3. No good that time, rebound ends up with Simmons. Mike Miller, open floor. Looks inside for Simmons, as well cut out by Wallace. He comes up with the steal.
And both teams unable to add to their first half score in the first minute and a half of the second half.
Here's Cook, backing down Simmons. The hook shot is good, and that is a strong move by Bennett Cook.
Yeah, that is. That sort of little shoulder shrug there, just giving himself a little bit of room to get that hook off. And Cook opens the scoring for the second half.
Miller looking inside for Simmons, off the glass and in. Zach Simmons responds with a 2 of his own.
Yeah, the big man going at it. We'd like to see that.
Glasgow. Screen comes from Cook. Glasgow turns the corner. Down low to Cook. Great move by Evans as he comes up with the steal and then throws it off the leg of Cook.
Yeah, Evans unhappy with the screen as well. I thought he was being held on the initial ball screen, but managed to hustle back on defense, and as a smart play, throwing it off. It looked like the knee or something like that. Top half of the leg of Cook.
Well, some of those fans in the front row got a little bit more than they paid for as Marcus Evans landed in their lap.
Yeah, that is the danger. Dan Clark nearly almost squished some supporters last week there in that exact same seat.
Yeah, it is the splash zone, as you like to say. Flyers respond at the other end with the 2. Here's Rotino. Wallace. Guarded by Evans. Shot clock's down to 6 seconds. Cook has to go to work. The hook shot again is good by Bennett Cook.
Yeah, and that Sheffield offense, ran deliberately to get Cook coming off that screen down low to cut across into that low block area, able to go to work one-on-one.
Ball inside to Thomas Edwards, guarded by Nichols. Thomas Edwards spins, kicks it out to Rogers, drives inside. Back top to Thomas Edwards, has to shoot with the shot clock winding down, and that one is way off the mark.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was many options there from the Flyers, just kind of got themselves a bit stuck then. And Raf Thomas Edwards running out of options, decided to shoot it, came up well short.
Wallace. Looking for Glasgow, kicks out to Rotino, the corner 3 on the way. In and out, rebounded by Thomas Edwards. Stolen back by Nichols. Evans commits the turnover. Here's Wallace, kicks out to Rotino, again from the corner, and this time drains the 3-pointer. Yeah,
there's only been a matter of time really with Rotino. He's had a few good looks at it. Not shot particularly well down here, but saw that one go down, and that'll give him a little boost.
Well, Trajan Jacobs getting set to return to this game. Evans kicks out to Miller, 3-pointer on the wing, knocks it down, and again Bristol Flyers come up with a response.
Yeah, it's a bit of an answer for answers. We saw post-up players going out at the bigs, and then we see Miller responding to the Rotino 3 with one of his own, and we're all tied up.
Well, Kipper Nichols took a blow there on that last possession. He is back to his feet though.
Yeah, hard to see what happened there, but it's like you said, he got one in the top of his chest. Sharks into the Horns play, 2 top screens.
It's Glasgow. Marcus Delpesh is back in for Sheffield. It's guarded by Simmons. Skips out to Johnson, also back into the game, and Johnson all the way to the basket. Great defense from Miller, who knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, great athleticism shown by both players there, getting up near the ring.
You can see it on the replay. Miller, out of nowhere, strips it away. Well, we're approaching the midway point of this third quarter. Nichols pulls up for three, is way off the mark. We've seen that a few times tonight.
And Kipper Nichols, again when he was down here last time, not really had the impact maybe that he had last season so far. Still a very capable player, but
Rogers' three is off, rebounded by Marcus Delpesh. And Johnson brings it up over the timeline. Here's Delpesh. Inside. Backing down Malcolm Delpesh. Marcus Delpesh's hook. Can't finish, but there's Glasgow on the follow.
yeah, and Sheffield Sharks giving Flyers a little taste of their own medicine there with the offensive rebound, missing the assignment on Glasgow, who's able to steal in, put that back for two.
Evans drives inside, able to draw the foul. And it looked like Delpesh and Rotino were going up for it. I think the foul's going to be called on Delpesh.
He just sort of hung there, didn't he? Wait for that contact before releasing.
Josh Rogers heads to the bench for the Bristol Flyers. Shane Walker comes back into the game for Bristol. Evans is good on the first and that gets his tally up to 12. All tied up at 39 points apiece. It's under, well, just over 4 minutes to go in the third. Glasgow. Rotino slipping to the basket. Rotino thought about the three, kicks it out to Glasgow, extra pass to Nichols, great ball movement from Sheffield, and again, second chance opportunity is good.
Yeah, and that's again a really well executed play from Sheffield, nice ball movement around the perimeter, get into the basket, missed on his first attempt, but got the rebound, and stuck it away for two, take the lead back up to two for the Sharks.
Here's Miller inside, kicks out to Walker, now Delpesh on the elbow, hands off with Evans. Shot clock down to 5. Evans has to shoot with the shot clock winding down. And the fadeaway is good.
Oh yeah, the shot clock winding down as well. Turnaround, high arcing shot. And these two teams can't be separated for much long or for long.
Glasgow at the elbow is Delpesh. Hands off with Johnson. Inside to Marcus Delpesh. Delpesh spins off the glass, is no good, and it's rebounded by Jacob. Jacob kicks out to Walker. Walker down low to Malcolm Delpesh, back out to Jacob for three. No good on the triple, and the rebound falls to Glasgow. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Johnson, top to Delpesh. Johnson again, guarded by Miller, spins in the lane, kicks out to Nichols for three. No good that time, is rebounded by Delpesh. Both teams have gone cold from the three-point line in this third quarter.
Yeah, both teams struggling a little bit. We've touched on the half-time stats, sort of low 20s for both teams.
And just on cue,
yep.
Marcus Evans drains it. That's the curse of the commentator.
Well, we'll take that curse, I think. Yeah, we'll see that knockdown, which gives the Flyers a 3-point lead.
Here's Glasgow. Out wide to Johnson. Another screen comes from Delpesh. He's now got a mismatch with Miller on him. Quickly switch back. Johnson's open for three though. He's long that time for the triple. The rebound is chased down by Jacob.
Yeah, again, a nice sort of patient offense from the Sharks. You know, that drive and kick basketball, getting a good look at the basket, but just unable to get it to go.
Full swing comes from Delpesh. It's knocked loose by Marcus Delpesh. Shot clock's down to 4. Flyers have to go to work, and Malcolm Delpesh floats it up and in. And Bristol Flyers, just like that, built a 5-point lead.
Yeah, these little kind of runs like that are really important in a tight game. So there's not going to be much in it come the end of the game, and a little run like that put a bit of pressure back on Sheffield. But we saw last time Sharks were here, they didn't give up and came back strong.
Johnson 2 no good, and Delpesh is out in transition, and showtime! Delpesh throws down the reverse slam.
Yeah, led nicely there for that reverse, caught the ball.
And Bristol Flyers have built the lead here.
Yeah, and the fans really beginning to start warming up a little bit now. They've been treated some nice plays.
There's 46 seconds to go in the third. It's Nichols. Johnson finds himself at the 3-point line. Guarded by Miller. Shot clock down to 5 seconds here. And Glasgow has to shoot. His ball goes in and out. Another rebound forced to Jacob. There's 5 seconds between shot and game clock. Ball into Walker. Lays it up and in. And Bristol Flyers, the lead is up to 9.
Yeah, and I think we might see a timeout soon. Oh no, just one. We'll wait for the quarter now. It's either Lions.
Well, the shot clock is turned off. There's 10 seconds to go in the third. Johnson took one in the face there. Looking for a foul. Pulls up for 3. Is short. Rebounded by Jacob, and that will do it for the end of the third quarter. It was a tight third period all the way through up until the last 2 minutes or so, and Flyers really stretched out the lead, and it's their biggest lead of the game now at 9.
Yeah, relatively speaking. Built their lead. We'll see how they get back in the game.
Well, 10 minutes to go here at the Wise campus. The Flyers lead by 9. Johnson takes the screen from Cook. Johnson finds Nichols. Here's Rattino, drives baseline. Foul is called on Jacob. That'll be the Flyers' first team foul. We've seen in the last couple of games where Flyers have it's taken a while to get into the limit in the fourth quarter, and that's almost come back to cost them. So although Jacob gets called for the foul on that first play, you know, having a first team foul in the first 15 seconds isn't too bad.
No, well, I think was it Manchester where I think they had no fouls at all in the last sort of 30 seconds of the game, where they had one and they really had to get some quick fouls.
Here's Johnson looking for Nichols. Got a mismatch with Samuels on him. Spins inside. Great finish over the outstretched arms of Delpesh.
Yeah, and that's a tough matchup there for Corey Samuels. Kipper Nichols posting up. Very tough matchup for the young man.
Samuels hands off with Miller. Miller drives inside. Kicks out to Shane Walker. Open for 3. Way off the mark on the triple. And it will go back to Sheffield.
And Shane sort of continues struggling. You know, we've certainly seen him come down against the Flyers and knock down countless threes, but just going through a little slump at the minute in terms of shooting behind the arc. Very, very good shooter, but just not happening for him right now. And, you know, once he gets going, you know, that adds another dimension to the Flyers' offense.
Here's Johnson. He's guarded by Corey Samuels. Nichols, back top to Johnson. Shot clock's down to 6 seconds here. Johnson to Nichols, drives inside, all the way to the basket. A foul is called, and count it. Kipper Nichols will go to the line for a bonus.
And that's a big bucket there for the Sharks. Just getting the contact and able to get over the outstretched arm of Shane Walker. That's a tough finish. And yeah, much needed points there, and potentially cutting the lead just to 4 points if he knocks this one down. So good start from the Sharks. Flyers couple of quick fouls to start the fourth quarter.
But if this one goes in, it'll be a 5-0 run for Sheffield to start this fourth quarter. Evans comes back into the game for Bristol. Corey Samuels heads to the bench. It is a 4-point game. Evans, ball inside to Delpesh, comes off the foot. Thomas Edwards ends up on the deck. Delpesh ends up on the deck. It's going to be a jump ball here. Possession arrow points towards the Flyers.
Good commitment there by both players, or both teams diving on the ball. Del Pesh happy just to keep the ball, get that held ball, and they'll get the ball underneath the basket. We're just waiting for some sweat by the looks of it to be dried off of the floor.
Well, they all mop up these wet patches because I think players all over the deck in that sequence.
Yeah, could be a long clear-up operation, but seem happy with that.
It's going to be Evans to inbound here from the baseline. Finds Simmons at the three-point line. Back to Evans. Pulls up for three. Back iron no good. Thomas Edwards tips the rebound. Jacob able to save it, but only to the hands of Retino. The Sharks have numbers here. Retino to the basket and is blocked by Walker and Thomas Edwards.
Yeah, that was, I'd say that was pretty brave from Retino there. He's a smart basketball player, but he had up against three guys there. And, yeah, was it Raf Thomas Edwards that had the piece of the ball. But good chasing back on defense from the Flyers.
Well, Jacob heads to the bench. Here is Retino. Top to Nichols, hands off with Johnson. Johnson splits the defense, puts it up, puts it in, and a foul.
Another and one against the Flyers. Seen quite a few actually, just little tippy-tappy fouls. Johnson getting deep in the paint, or top of the paint, pulling up.
They've done well to come back into this game. They trailed by 9 points at the start of the fourth quarter. They respond with a 7-0 run to start the period.
Yeah, just both teams matching each other in every way. The Flyers had a good run towards the end of that third quarter, and Sheffield have answered straight back. Just trailing by the one now.
Yeah, Johnson makes it an 8-0 run for Sheffield to start this fourth quarter.
And Flyers with their third team foul of the quarter as well, with not even 2 minutes gone.
Here's Miller, guarded by Johnson. Swings to Thomas Edwards. Now Rogers in the corner. Back top to Thomas Edwards. Shot clock's down to 10. Miller swings to Evans. There's 5 on the shot clock. Evans drives inside. Off balance 2 is good for Marcus Evans.
That was a tough hard. That was a hard shot. That off balance. Got a crucial basket to stop the rot.
Well, they break that 8-0 run for Sheffield with an Evans 2. Here's Cook. He's backing down Simmons. Spins inside. Great move and a soft finish around the rim.
Yeah, just uses his strength, his momentum to whip himself around. Gives him that look at the basket.
Well, it is now just a 1-point lead for the Flyers. Here's Simmons down low. Double team comes. Extra pass to Thomas Edwards, who is able to draw the foul. That will send him to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, looked like the Sharks double teamed. Yeah, right there, and saw the backdoor Cook a little bit slow on that rotation. Picked up the foul, and that's the Sharks' first foul of this fourth quarter.
Well, Thomas Edwards converts on the 3. Just 3 points so far for him tonight. He's coming off a 15-point game on Wednesday against the London Lions. No good on the second, but chases down the rebound, which is stripped by Sheffield, and Flyers will keep possession from the baseline.
Yeah, I think Kipper Nichols just reading that. Big slap down on the ball. Thomas Edwards showing a bit too much of that, and Kipper Nichols able to knock that one away.
Here's Evans, spins inside, he's got an open lane, extra pass to Miller. Great ball movement from Bristol, and it results in a Miller layup.
Yeah, nice cut from Mike Miller, and Evans with a nice assist.
Nichols swings to Wallace. He's got Thomas Edwards on it. Cook now. Extra pass to Johnson. Drives all the way to the basket. Another foul is called on the Flyers, and that'll be their 4th team foul.
Yeah, he's mentioned about fouling, but getting in this sort of trouble early on is not really what you want to do. Any time now they're can't really play all overly aggressive defense now. Well, they're on the fourth. Next one will be in the bonus. That's quite early on in the quarter.
Here's Johnson looking inside for Cook, and it's stolen by Simmons. Well read by the big man. Just over 6 minutes to go in the game. Miller swings to Rogers. He's open for three. Ball goes in and out. Miller does well to bat it back out to Thomas Edwards, who fakes the three, drives inside, and a foul is called.
Johnson's on the deck. I think that foul was on Rotino, I think.
Yeah, I think it was just called down that reach around the back by the looks of it on that replay.
Trying to knock it, as I say, get the reach around and just get him in contact.
Well, that's the second foul on the Sharks.
Johnson sits down, Glasgow comes back in.
Evans to inbound. Finds Simmons, who hands off with Rogers. Up top to Miller. Miller now guarded by Glasgow. Shot clock's down to 6. Miller swings to Simmons, pulls up for three. Back iron no good. Flyers get a new 14, but Evans pulls up for three and knocks it down.
And that's a big shot. Now Flyers on a little run of themselves, stretching the lead out to 7. Still plenty of time for either team.
Rotino down low to Nichols. He's got Evans on and double team comes. Back out top to Wallace. Extra pass to Rotino. Delpesh is met by Rogers and a foul is called.
Yeah, that's a good challenge from Rogers there. He'll be glad to...
He had good position as well, Delpesh, and Rogers from out of nowhere. The foul is called though, but we've all seen what Marcus Delpesh can do when he gets the ball in that position.
Yeah. I think Josh was probably quite happy to get the foul a bit of ball there as well. But like I said, that was good positioning from Josh. He saw the help there that he needed to give and was able to get Delpesh fairly early up there and get some contact with the ball. Obviously the player as well.
And it turned out to be quite a smart foul because Delpesh comes up short on the first. Second one is good. It cuts the lead down to 6.
Sorry, Joel. Yeah, Sheffield looking to put a bit of pressure. The back court of the Flyers.
Thomas Edwards kicks out to Rogers, pulls up for three, and a foul is called on the triple. And Josh Rogers has a trip to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, it looked like he got clattered. I'd be interested to see the replay on that. Can't see it. But it certainly ended up on the deck. And I think that was that Kipper Nichols foul.
I think it's his third personal foul on him. Looking at the table.
And Sharks picking up a few quick ones, so they're on the third foul for the quarter. Flyers on their 5th.
Rogers can't convert on the first free throw. He's a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Second one gets the home court roll.
Yeah, he had a nice friendly roll on that. Looked like it just came a little bit short, that one, out of his fingertips. He's able to get a nice bounce, and glad to see that one go.
Rogers goes 2 for 3, extends the lead out to 8. There's 5 minutes and change to go. Here's Glasgow, takes a screen from Delpesh. Offensive foul is called on Marcus Delpesh.
And I think they've been talking about that to the referees time and time, that Evans was getting sort of hit with those illegal screens, and yeah, that was a big shove there, and I don't think you can have much complaint with that one, you know, especially when you've been chirping in the referee's ear to look out for it as well.
Well, here is Miller. Rogers hands off with Evans. Evans fakes the drive and drives the opposite direction. Here's Thomas Edwards for 3. Back iron no good. Johnson able to save it from going out of bounds. Johnson in and out, all the way to the basket, and that is a beautiful move from Antwain Johnson.
Yeah, and a big time play as well. just when the Sharks needed it. Antwain Johnson showed that individual ability to get to the basket.
Well, Trajan Jacob is heading to the table to check back into this game. Miller's mid-range 2 is off. It's rebounded by Marcus Delpesh. And with 4.5 minutes to go in the game, Sharks have the opportunity to cut it down to a 4-point game. Here's Rotino for 3. Back iron, rebounded by Miller.
Looks like Miller came down a bit awkwardly there, seems to be struggling a little bit. Hopefully nothing too serious, but he looks in a bit of discomfort, bringing the ball up.
Ball into Miller, puts it up, able to draw the foul, and he will go to the line. It's almost like he was playing possum there for a little bit as he was driving inside, and then
that's probably the only
Sharks
time in life he thought, I really don't want the ball there because my legs don't work.
And then all of a sudden he ends up with the ball under the bucket, gets fouled, and will shoot 2 free throws. So I think Craig has, well, a timeout's been called here on the floor. I think Craig's just attending to, Craig the physio, attending to Mike Miller. But he will shoot 2 free throws before he's got the opportunity to sub out of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously in some circumstances, you know, if you're unable to carry on, you can get a substitute coming in. But I think Miller sat down there on the chair though, so that would indicate that he will go back on and take those free throws.
Trajan Jacob was getting set to come into the game. He's had a good rest through this 4th quarter, coming in with just 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, I know. You know, in terms of minutes, just 20 minutes so far for the game. So, you know, maybe indicating that he might be having a bit sore somewhere as well. Playing a lot of games so far, so looks like his minutes have been managed a little bit in this game. So we're used to seeing him playing some big time minutes for the Flyers, but you know, Coach Capula's just saving him for the end of the game.
Well, Marcus Evans is the game's leading scorer with 23 points for the Flyers. Mike Miller is the second leading scorer for Bristol with 11 points and 4 assists to go along with 4 rebounds. The Sheffield Sharks are led by 14 points apiece from Cook and Johnson, who also has 5 rebounds and 2 assists.
Yeah, and another interest is that Wallace, 0 for the game so far for the Sheffield Sharks, and we know what a great game he had here, but you know, I think he probably is nursing some sort of hip. He seems very sort of gingerly on the sideline, just rocking it back and forward. So clearly been hampered by that injury.
Yeah, you could just see him in the corner of your screen there, just standing behind the bench. He's sort of been around there all night trying to stay limber. Miller can't convert on the 2 free throws, so he will have to wait a little bit longer to check out the game for Jacob. Here's Johnson. Now guarded by Rogers. The ball is swung to Rotino. Back to Johnson. Ball screen comes from Delpesh. Johnson at the 3-point line. Drives inside all the way to the basket. A blocking foul is called on Evans, and that will send Johnson to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, now Johnson's gone down as well, clutching his knee. It was a tough move to the basket. Evans met him, picked up the foul.
Oof, yeah, it's one of those awkward ones where I imagine knees collided.
And anyone that knows what it's like to have knees clash together like that is a painful one. But just see this great sort of guard play where they're getting to the basket and attacking it strong, attacking the paint.
Well, Mike Miller has checked out of the game after we saw him limping after grabbing that rebound a couple of possessions ago. Trajan Jacob has come back into the game with 3.5 minutes to go in this one.
Yeah, and it does look like, just see Evans and Johnson both rubbing their knees. So that would definitely indicate there was a clash there, but we'll see if that hampers their progress in the final 3 minutes 32 seconds.
Well, Johnson can't convert on the first free throw. The second one gets the friendly roll. Here is Evans, he's guarded by Johnson. Swings to Rogers. Back top to Evans. Ball screen comes from Malcolm Delpesh. Ball inside, it's stolen away, but only to the hands of Jacob. Jacob kicks it out to Thomas Edwards, who almost loses it. 3 on the shot clock. Evans has to shoot. Puts it up and ball is short, and that will be a shot clock violation.
That's really good defense actually from the Sharks. Good swarming defense, good rotation. Put a lot of pressure on the Flyers offense.
5-point game with 3 minutes to go. It's Glasgow. Finds Johnson, who hands back to Glasgow. Nichols is open on the wing. Drives inside though, kicks it out to Rotino. Extra pass to Johnson, who's got all the time in the world to shoot the 3 and can't convert on the triple.
Yeah, and you know, from
unsportsmanlike foul called on Bennett Cook for what looked like was tripping on Marcus Evans. You see it here on the replay, and the legs got caught up, and then
I didn't see it in live, and I didn't see an awful lot on the replay there.
He shot some possession for Evans,
but it looked like he got his leg caught up with Evans when Evans grabbed the rebound. But you know what? It was a lovely offense from the Sheffield Sharks. Great ball movement. Johnson had all the time in the world to knock down the 3, maybe too much time, and looked pretty, but unfortunately came away with nothing.
Well, Evans knocks down the 2 free throws. The Flyers will get possession after the unsportsmanlike foul. Thomas Edwards to inbound, finds Malcolm Delpesh. Thomas Edwards pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. And that is a huge swing, because a run of 5 unanswered points now for the Bristol Flyers.
Yeah, you could tell what that meant to Raf Thomas Edwards. Let out a big screech, big scream. Good to see that one get knocked down. As you said, that's a double-digit lead for the Flyers. 2 minutes 22 left of the ball game.
Glasgow's 3 is short, but they'll get a new 14. Here is Glasgow, takes a screen from Cook, kicks out to Johnson on the wing. Back to Rotino now. Rotino drives inside, floats it up, can't finish. Second chance opportunity again. They can't finish. Once again, Cook grabs the rebound, and the foul is called on the floor, but that will send him to the line because Flyers are in the penalty.
Yeah, it was good play, great rebound and good hustle from Rotino. Cook there, not giving up just yet. Good hustle, and Cook getting swarmed there from hands and getting quite a bit of contact, which will send him to the line. The Flyers are in the penalty in terms of fouls, so they'll be going to the line. Could go to the line, but timeout called.
Yeah, timeout called by the Flyers with 2 minutes and change to go. It is a 10-point lead for Coach Kapoulis' side, and I imagine a key message here will be just hold on to the win, because we've seen it. You know,
hold on to the ball.
They did well. They did well in the game on Wednesday to close it out.
Yeah.
But we have seen in the past here at the Wise campus that Flyers have given away leads in late game situations.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this will kind of be a good indication as if the team has grown and developed, you know, since those games where they've, you know, let other teams back in similar sort of situations. You know, there's still plenty of time. 2 minutes 3, potentially, you know, that'll go down to 8. A couple of free throws at the moment. So, you know, Flyers need to be controlled, make sure they get good looks, but don't give up their kind of natural game, but don't get caught in this kind of, or get a run of turn the ball over, just being loose. And Sheffield will probably know that. You know, they'll kind of say, look, you know, if we put a bit of pressure on, there is the opportunity that Flyers will cough up the ball and we can get some running. So let's see how Flyers close out the game.
Well, Cheshire Phoenix have raced out to a lead, 80 points to 67 over the Newcastle Eagles with just 4 minutes and change to go in the fourth. And Leicester Riders are set to be celebrating their league title at home with a win. They are ahead 81 to 74. With a minute 40 to go.
Yeah, we were just talking before the game, you know, what a difficult that game that is for Leicester. They've won the league, you know, do they rotate players in? They don't want to pick up any injuries before the playoffs start. They've sewn it up, you know, do they get extra minutes for players? But, you know, they want to celebrate in front of their home fans. So, you know, they'll be very happy with that night's work if they can see that one home.
Cook's first free throw is good. Second one is off the mark, and it's rebounded by Raf Thomas Edwards. Here comes the full court pressure from Sheffield. Evans able to break his way out the press. He'll use every second here of this clock. The shot clock is down to 10 though. Delpesh swings to Evans. Ball spin comes from Delpesh. Evans turns the corner, puts it up and draws the foul. A pair of free throws coming up for Marcus Evans. He has been fantastic tonight for Bristol Flyers.
Yeah, just the way he just gets to those really dangerous spots. Just knows he's going to get a bit of contact there. You don't know if he's going to pull up or if he's going to go to the basket. At that time, pulling up, he knew there were players around him, so he opted to take that pull-up jump shot, expecting the contact. And big couple of free throws for the Flyers, who sit at the bottom of the league in terms of free throw statistics this season, just 64% as a team, and Sheffield Sharks just slightly ahead of them at 68%.
Well, this one could be a tasty finish by those numbers.
Yeah, if it comes down to free throws, it could be anyone's game.
Evans goes 1 for 2, gets his tally up to 26 points tonight. Just over a minute and a half to go in this game. It's Glasgow, turns the corner, swings to Nichols. Ratino down low to Cook, he's got Delpesh on him, into a double team. Ratino, last touch by Rogers, says the referee, and it will stay here with the Sheffield Sharks.
Yeah, quick double team there from the Bristol Flyers. Cook has been a handful, he's caused a lot of problems, so Flyers opt into double team and take their chances from the perimeter.
Here is Nichols. Finds Johnson, fakes the three, pulls up from the elbow and knocks it down.
And that's such a nice move, just faking that pass there, that quick pass fake. Opens up the lane, drive in and pull up.
Evans turns it over. There's a good defense from Johnson. Helps him back to his feet. Evans just off balance, falls out of bounds.
Yeah, great job there, Johnson. And you say, when you're learning basketball, you try and edge your player to the baseline or the sideline, use the sideline as an extra play, and he did exactly that. Evans stepping out of bounds, nowhere to go, got trapped on the sideline.
Here is Johnson again, this time at the elbow. Fakes it, puts it up, kicks it out to Nichols. Comes off his knee, but drives inside. The shot clock goes, and Bristol Flyers have forced another turnover with a 24-second violation.
Yeah, and that is a big play with just under a minute left of the game. Need good control, but Evans is out. Looks like, does he take a bump maybe?
He will sit with 26 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And if that is the end of his game, it has been a fantastic one for the Flyers tonight. Here's Miller driving up against Cook. The Flyers again will eat up some more clock. Miller guarded by Johnson. Swings to Rogers. Rogers for 3 is short. Jacob chases down the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball here. It is going to be a jump ball. And the arrow points towards the Sharks.
Yeah, and that just takes up a few more seconds as well. Flyers don't want to give anything easy away, anything quick, any quick scoring opportunities. And now Trajan Jacob look like he's in a bit of pain now as well. Holding the top of his thigh.
Well, they have rallied through the. It's been a real battle down there tonight inside, and of course, busy schedule for Flyers. They don't have long to rest up because they're back in action on Tuesday against the Giants. They're back in action on Wednesday away to the Surrey Scorchers, and then Friday it's the big playoff battle against the Newcastle Eagles on the road.
Yeah, it's but it does help. When you win games, it doesn't feel quite as painful if you're kind of getting rewarded for your efforts. So if they can see this one home, which you'd probably say that they'll just take it home now in terms of 8 points Sharks got to make up in 30 seconds is unlikely, but we have seen stuff like this here at the. Have I done it now, Joe? You're looking at me.
I mean, we have seen it here at the Wise campus before, Gareth.
Yeah, we saw that amazing. Was it the Plymouth Raiders and Corletto, wasn't it? Just knocked down a few back-to-back threes and turnovers. So
that is a moment that will live long in the memory for Bristol Flyers fans. So 33 seconds here to close this one out for the Flyers. They're on top 66-58, but it is Sharks to inbound here from the side. Find Johnson, who pulls up with a quick fire 3 and knocks it down.
And that's going to help. That certainly helps.
With 30 seconds to go here, Flyers will need to take some more time out of the clock. Here's Thomas Edwards. foul is called there, and that will send Thomas Edwards to the line with 26 seconds to go.
Yeah, and there wasn't too much time taken off the clock there. Johnson, yeah, just with a little tap. Referee straight on it to call the foul. So now, talking about free throws earlier, this could be very important now.
Big pair coming up for Thomas Edwards, who is 63% on the season, and he blows the first. And his 5-point lead for Flyers with 26 seconds to go. No good on the second for Thomas Edwards, and Sharks have to move quick here. Here's Johnson, guarded by Miller. Johnson pulls up again for three, knocks it down.
Shots.
Back-to-back threes for Antwain Johnson, and he says this game's not done yet.
Yeah, you know when you say something and you regret saying it. That's me. I'm holding my hand up right now, but Johnson, big plays, taking it on his shoulders, and yeah, big plays from him, and just cuts it down to 2 points now. Flyers got the ball, but yeah, I don't know, Sharks, whether they'll maybe try and put the Flyers on the free throw line, knowing their free throw shooting is not the strongest part of their game, and get a good opportunity at the basket with plus 10 seconds potentially. So big coaching call now from Atiba Lyons, whether they're going to trust his defense or try and put the Flyers on the line.
Well, there's a pair of back-to-back threes for Johnson, who's now up to 23 points, 5 rebounds for the Bristol Flyers, and from it being a comfortable lead for Bristol, Johnson had other ideas and knocked down a pair of threes to make it a one-possession game. There is 17 seconds to go, and it will be Flyers ball out of the timeout.
Yeah, taking it upon his shoulders, Johnson. Tough shot, two tough shots, and Flyers opt into.
Well, they're going to advance here. Yeah, they're going to advance out the timeout. And we've seen it before in this position, Gareth.
Yeah, we have seen it. Hopefully they've learned and be able to at least get the ball in, but not try and get the ball knocked away. Will lead to a fast break.
Thomas Edwards to inbound. Has to get it in here. It's stolen away by Cook. And with 14 seconds to go, the Sharks can tie with a 2 or win with a 3. It's Johnson, drives baseline, lays it up and in. And Antwain Johnson has scored the last 8 points in a row to tie it up at 66 points apiece.
It was Wallace last time round, and this time it's former Flyer Johnson getting it done. 8 quick points within sort of 20 seconds or so for him, and well, big play now for Bristol Flyers. You called it, Joel. We've seen that exact same positioning and a turnover on that sideline, and yeah, coming away, and Sharks with a big basket from this man here, Johnson. Tough shot on that 3.
Yeah, he knocked down a pair of back-to-back threes, and then here, the reverse layup off the glass and in to tie it up at 66 apiece. And with 8.6 seconds to go, does Coach Kapoulas advance the ball to that same spot, or does he keep it on the baseline?
If it were me, I'd probably go baseline and get a bit of a head of steam going towards the basket. Evans or Miller, try and get them a bit of momentum attacking it, but we've just seen that kind of, I don't know if it's the same play or not, but we've seen those sort of close 5-second violations in the balls, but in that situation, you'll just take the 5-second call so you can reset your defense and get back.
Well, they are going to advance here by the looks of things, the Flyers. And with 8 seconds to go, the Flyers need to execute in this last possession. Evans to inbound. Evans has to get it in. It's a 5-second violation. It's another turnover for the Flyers in the exact same spot. And now Sheffield have called timeout with 8.6 seconds to go, and they will have a chance to win the game.
Yeah, it's a bit speechless on that. The same play, I think, and unable to get the ball in, and the 5-second violation. But as I said previously, though, you'd almost take that rather than a steal and a turnover, and Sheffield running it in for for a basket. But yeah, Sharks, full credit to them. Great defense on both those sideline plays.
Well, what was once a 8-point advantage for the Bristol Flyers with 8.6 seconds to go, they now have to trust their defense because Sheffield will have a chance here to win the game. Coming out of the timeout. We've seen overtime here between these two teams the last time they met.
Yeah.
Could have that on the cards again here at the Wise campus, but I'm sure the Sheffield Sharks have other ideas. With 8 seconds to go here, the Sharks have a chance to win.
Looking at that man, Johnson.
Glasgow to inbound, finds Johnson. 8 seconds on the clock. He's guarded by Miller. Johnson for three is short, and we are heading to overtime. There's a second left on the clock. Flyers are going to inbound from the baseline.
And there's no timeouts there.
And it will be like a Hail Mary or something out of this play here. Miller, the Hail Mary pass to Simmons, puts it up, it's blocked by Cook, and we are heading to 5 minutes of overtime.
Well, I think the only thing we got wrong was the score. We thought mid-70s. Tied up a piece, 66 apiece going into overtime.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be another period of overtime here.
But here we go again. Overtime.
5 minutes of free basketball here at the Wise campus. Certainly has been a great game for the fans. Had it all here between Flyers and Sharks. Simmons, extra pass inside to Miller, puts it up and in, and Bristol Flyers respond to the Sharks' run. They get the first two of the extra period. Here's Glasgow. Swings to Nichols, down low to Cook, he's guarded by Simmons. Extra pass for Johnson, stolen by Jacob, and Flyers can get out and run here. Jacob to the basket, lays it up, the foul is called, and he will go to the line to shoot two.
Traydon Jacob going high off the glass with the left hand. Good hands in the passing lane. 2-on-2. Foul called.
I will send Trajan Jacob to the line. He's got just 2 points, but he's got 9 rebounds so far tonight. First free throw is good for Jacob. Back-to-back free throws push Bristol out to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, slowly trying to rebuild the lead.
Here's Glasgow. Ratino. Nichols. Looking for Johnson. Nichols dries up against Rogers. Stops and pops. Is short. Rogers tips it, but only to the hands of Glasgow. Here's Johnson now. Able to draw the foul. Now Antwain Johnson to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, he's certainly taken on himself, hasn't he? And he had that clash of knees, but that's certainly not hindered him at all in these last sort of 5 minutes or so. Continue to attack the basket, but also making some big shots from beyond the arc. And we saw, as I said before, we saw heroics from Wallace last time these two met, and this time it's Johnson taking that responsibility.
Well, he certainly put the team on his back. He's got 26 points to go along with 5 rebounds. Made that 27 points on the night. Under 4 minutes to go in overtime. Evans finds Simmons. Simmons looking to hand off with Jacob. Jacob driving all the way to the hole. The layup is no good. Rebound. And Miller ends up on the deck. Sharks have numbers if they're quick enough. Glasgow coming off the screen but pulls it back out inside to Cook. Guarded by Simmons. Cook spins, puts it up, count it and a foul. Bennett Cook will go to the line for a bonus.
Yeah, another and one. And Cook using his strength there. That sort of shoulder fake with the head. Got Simmons going the other way. Attack the middle of the paint. Attack the paint. Middle of the basket. Big shot. And that's all tied up with a chance to take the lead.
Well, Simmons heads to the bench. Malcolm Delpesh returns for Bristol. Cook able to convert on the free throw. Gives Sheffield a 1-point advantage now. Miller. Ball screen comes from Delpesh. Finds him at the elbow. It's Evans now. Another screen comes from Delpesh. Evans to the basket. Kicks it out to Rogers for three. No good on the triple. It's rebounded by Kipper Nichols.
Yeah, and Josh Rogers having to pick that pass kind of down by his knees. Preferred it sort of chest height to get a shot off more naturally.
Here's Nichols. Stolen by Jacob. Jacob out to the races and throws it down.
Great athleticism by Jacob. He's done a really good job actually getting his hand in the passing lanes. He's picked off a few, which have led to fast breaks.
Glasgow out to top to Johnson. Nichols curling inside to Cook. Cook throws it down and a foul is called. He blows the dunk, but he will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, it was good vision as well to see Cook. Was that Kipper Nichols driving, which opened up a bit of space for Cook underneath the basket, looking to jam it home. Got contact.
Well, it really has been a two-man show for Sheffield Sharks tonight. Bennett Cook, 18 points, 5 rebounds. Antwain Johnson, 27 points. The only two Sharks in double figures, and they have really carried their team tonight. Cook converts on the second, and now it's the Sharks on top by one. Miller drives inside, looking for Delpesh. Kicks it out to Jacob. Jacob for three. It's a tough shot, and it's rebounded by Cook. Under 2 minutes to go in overtime. Glasgow finds Kipper Nichols, looking to go inside to Cook once again. There he is at the three-point line. Took one in the face from Jacob. Shot clock's at 3 seconds here. They have to shoot. The rebound is gathered in by Miller. Here come the Flyers the other way. It'll go the other way, back to Sheffield.
Yeah, good defense from Johnson. Again, forcing Miller over to the sideline, putting a bit of pressure on. Managed to get the turnover.
Sharks will inbound in the backcourt. They're on top by one with a minute and a half to go. Glasgow. Martino ends up on the deck. Glasgow finds Nichols. Cook's inside, ends up with him. It's blocked by Jacob, but a foul has been called. And Cook will go back to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, nice high-low there from the Sharks. Into the high post, lob in. A trade on Jacob. Met him at the ring.
Well, that is Jacob's 5th personal, so he is now fouled out of the game. And Raf Thomas Edwards will enter the game for the Flyers.
Yeah.
Big free throws coming up now for Bennett Cook.
Yeah, 72% from the free throw line this season. He's certainly a guy you'd want to have shooting the ball in this situation. Makes the first.
They put Sharks on top by 2. Minute 14 to go. Second one is no good, and the rebound ends up in the hands of Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson again. Big play from him on the offensive board.
Big possession now coming up for Sheffield. And the officials just wanted to talk it over because the shot clock was reset to 24,
yeah.
I think. And they're going to just shave off some seconds here, I believe.
And Johnson still with the energy to get up above the rim.
Yeah, they're going to put it at 10. They're going to put it at 9 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson to inbound from the side. It's a 2-point lead for Sheffield, just over a minute to go. Nichols in the lane, can't get the finish, and it's rebounded by Thomas Edwards. And with 53 seconds, the Flyers have a chance to tie the game.
And they're looking to clear out here, if they're just going to go for a one-on-one.
Evans locked inside. Delpesh was looking for a push under the basket.
Yeah, it looked like Johnson, the foul. Johnson, a little smile there to the bench. I think he gave maybe a little nudge just to put Delpesh off.
We'll go back to Sheffield again. There's 40 seconds to go. And this is now a big possession for the Sharks. Here's Glasgow. 30 seconds to go. Glasgow finds Nichols. Cook looking for it inside. Nichols up against Rogers. Fading away. Ball goes in and out, and it's rebounded by Mike Miller. The shot clock is turned off. There's 16 seconds to go. Evans guarded by Glasgow. Evans to the basket. Fading away. Mid-range 2, no good. Miller with the rebound, but tips it to Nichols, and Flyers have to foul, and there's the foul. And there is 2 seconds left on the clock. They will go to the line to shoot 2. And that has been an incredible comeback by the Sheffield Sharks to come away in overtime.
Yeah, it's a tough shot to make, but just kind of ran out the clock as well. So, yeah, fair play to Sheffield Sharks and Johnson.
The first is good. That extends it to 3, and now they can make it a 2-possession game. No good, and Delpesh has to heave from inside his own half, but that will do it. Sheffield Sharks have pulled off an incredible comeback over the Bristol Flyers. They come out on top, 75 points to 72.
Yeah, and we obviously alluded to it. If Flyers have learned from previous mistakes and sort of given teams an opportunity to get back in, and they have. Those sideline balls, just turnovers and a 5-second violation, and Johnson,